We know that VA loans are awesome, right? No down payment, no monthly mortgage insurance. But in this video, I'm gonna break down 10 secrets about VA loans that you may not know. But first, VA loans are awesome, right? We know a lot of the benefits, but I want to go over some lesser known secrets when it comes to VA loans if you're a veteran looking to get one. Number one out the gate, max debt ratio. VA loans allow the highest debt to income ratio of any loan type that's out there, which is amazing. It allows you to buy more home as a veteran than other home buyers who aren't using the VA loan. And specifically, if you try to use any other type of loan type, it's gonna cause you to be able to afford or get approved for less home, right? I've done deals where the debt to income ratio was 70%. On FHA, they're gonna limit you to 55%. So a massive, massive benefit right there for you. Number two, and something that you have to keep in mind is that VA loans are gonna take into account your spouse's debt. So they're gonna take a look at what payments they have, even if they're not on the loan. Maybe you wanna leave them off or the credit score is too low, they're still gonna take into account those debts. Keep in mind when qualifying, this will come into play. Number three is that you can't have a cosigner on a VA loan unless that cosigner or someone living with you is also a veteran. So if you're a single person and you're dating and you want to include them in the process, if you're a veteran and you're not married, they can't be on the loan with you. Now, what you can do is get pre-approved for the mortgage in advance on a VA loan if you were married, and then maybe go to the courthouse right before closing to get married, so that way they can be on the loan. And then, do your bigger ceremony later on down the line. Nobody has to know you went to the courthouse, but that is something that you want to take into account. Number four, on VA loans, the seller can pay up to 4% of the sales price in seller contribution, paying toward your closing costs, reduce that bottom line. For some veterans, they're coming with no money or getting money back at closing. So you get 4% from the seller. Here's the lesser known secret. The seller can also pay discount points for you or credit toward that at closing if they're normal for the area. So they can pay 4% in closing costs and help you buy down the rate, which is gonna allow you to have a cheaper mortgage payment. So a big benefit there that few lenders know about. So that's an important secret to remember. Let's say you didn't get approved for a VA loan. You can actually get approved for what's called a manual VA loan. So VA loans are going to require a 600 credit score. Let's say you're under that, or for some reason you weren't approved for a VA loan. You can get a manual VA loan approval. It depends on your situation. Compensating factors, how does your credit look in the last 12 months? These things come into play, and many lenders don't do them or don't have the ability to do them. So if you were to get denied and, hey, my credit score is not that bad, it's over a 600, I would look at, getting a manual VA loan approval. Talk to a lender who knows what they're doing. I've done many of these before and videos on how you can get one. Multiple VA loans. So sometimes you'll hear you can only use it once. That's not true, right? You can use your VA loan multiple times. You can also have two VA loans at the exact same time. There's a calculation that gets involved in there on top of just getting approved for both homes, both mortgages, right? So let's say you own a home, you use your VA loan. You now want to buy a bigger home and use your VA loan, and you're not sure if you're going to sell or rent that other property or whatever it is. You can qualify for two VA loans at the same time. This is a lesser known secret that many lenders don't even know, right? I've heard lenders say, well, you're not going to get approved because you already have one. So a major secret there. Surviving spouse. A surviving spouse of a veteran who passed away can actually qualify for using the VA loan at least one time. This is a lesser known thing. So if they were, passed away during service, there's a lot of additional rules and caveats in there to see if they qualify, but it is possible. Let's say you're 100% disabled. If you're 100% disabled, you automatically save on the VA funding fee. This is a fee that they roll into your loan amount. If you're 100% disabled, you're not even having to pay that. And even on lesser percentages of disability. And in Texas specifically, and it may be true depending on what state you're watching this in, if you're 100% disabled, you won't be paying real estate taxes at all on your primary home. And if you're a lesser disabled percentage, you're saving off of the appraisal value that the county is taxing you on. So saving you on taxes there. When you're getting pre-approved for your mortgage, if you're 100% disabled, they're not counting those taxes in that payment to qualify you. So think about how much more home you could buy if the taxes were $500 a month, right? $6,000 a year, and now you're not paying that. Now you can buy a home with $500 more payment because of that benefit. So another great secret there. Don't forget, they're assumable. So when you go to sell your home, a veteran could assume your mortgage. So that's something to take into account. You want to be careful and know what you're up against. Is they're going to affect future VA loans and things like that for you? But it is possible. It's also possible that one of your heirs could assume it after closing also. VA allows jumbo loans. In theory, there is no max to how much you can get for a VA loan. $2 million, $2 billion. There is no limit. As you go higher and go above the county loan amount limit, you may have to put down a larger down payment, but you can qualify for a VA loan for $2 million. I've done those before. So another massive, massive benefit right there. And that right there is my 10 secrets for VA mortgages that a lot of people aren't talking about. Hope you found that information helpful. If you did, I'd love to be your lender. And stick around for this next video because I'm going to go over something cool about VA loans.